Fred Couples had a legendary career after winning the 1992 Masters, but what lies in the dark side of his success? We're peeling back the layers to reveal this pro golfer's story. What struggles has he faced behind the scenes? This will be controversial. Our team dug deep into Sportskeeda, Forbes, and Golf.com to make this video. You'll be shocked by what we found. So who exactly is Fred Couples? American golfer. Fred Couples is a captivating figure. He has 64 victories in his professional career, the most notable of which being the 1992 Masters tournament. He went so far as to hold the number #1 rating for 16 weeks, reaching the peak of the sport. Couples became famous as the king of the silly season due to his supremacy in off-season demonstration events, which he achieved because of his graceful swing and laid-back demeanor. Despite struggling with back problems, he continued his career on the PGA Tour champions and won 2 major championships in his latter years. Fans and other golfers alike consider Fred Couples to be one of the game's all-time greats. From the 1980s all the way into the Champions Tour of the 2000s, he was a professional golfer. Couples is characterized by a laid-back attitude and a golf stroke that is among the most fluid in the game. Fred Couples, a quiet, laid-back guy with a powerful swing, became one of the best American golfers of the 90s. His swing reflected his personality. It was fluid and natural. Couples excelled at the junior and amateur levels in the area before going on to play college ball at Houston. At that university, Jim Nantz, who was Couples' roommate, would frequently interview the golfer in their shared living quarters while acting as if he were a broadcaster for the Masters. Aside from his career in competition golf, Couples has dabbled in course design. In honor of his mother, Millie Medlin Violet Sobich, he helps run a charity tournament in Seattle every year. Now let's see where his struggles began. Fred Couples' rise to fame reached its pinnacle with his iconic victory at the 1992 Masters. But few knew that behind this triumphant moment, he was battling severe back pain, a condition that would haunt him throughout his career. His chronic back problems were not just a physical burden, but an emotional one too. The pain limited his performance, leading to missed opportunities and long periods of rehabilitation. Despite the public's perception of his calm and collected nature, Fred was silently suffering. But the physical pain wasn't the only challenge Fred faced. His personal life was marked by tragedy and loss. His marriage to Deborah Couples ended in a painful divorce, followed by the heartbreaking news of her death in 2001. The emotional toll was immense, yet he remained stoic in the public eye. The couple had been together for over a decade, but the pressures of fame, combined with personal struggles, proved too much. His ability to keep his composure on the golf course was in stark contrast to the emotional battles he faced off the green. The cost of success weighed heavily on him. The relentless pursuit of greatness took a toll on his body and mind. His back pain worsened, forcing him to adapt his swing and change his game. Yet, his determination to continue competing at the highest level never wavered. Golf experts have noted how Couples had to adjust his iconic swing to accommodate his injuries. But these adjustments weren't just physical. They represented the mental resilience of a man who refused to be defeated by his circumstances. The legendary golfer was celebrated not just for his victories, but for his resilience. His journey is a proof to the fact that success often comes with hidden struggles. The dark side of his career may not be as widely known, but it is a vital part of his legacy. After every downfall comes a comeback story. But it actually didn't go well. While competing in the 2024 Masters, Fred confessed he felt embarrassed due to his back issue, which made it difficult for him to even swing the club. Rounds of 80 and 76 ensured that the 1992 champion, who is somewhat of an Augusta National specialist, will likely miss the cut for the 8th time in 39 starts. The 15-time PGA Tour winner Couples is now a member of the Champions Tour, but an injury has forced him to miss the past 2 tournaments. He doesn't want his health to decide when he retires, but he has stated that he can't continue in his current state despite being a huge star wherever he plays golf. "I need to see a doctor about my back," he said, continuing. "I could keep playing for hours, but this is not how I play. I avoided hitting an iron during the 9 holes of my practice round. Later on, I made my way out here, and you're now competing. A solid drive a bit further out gives you 160 yards. For whatever reason, I seem to have no trouble hitting iron instead of wood." Yesterday, I was nearly unable to walk on the 17th hole. As a result, I played the course very slowly, bogeying holes 16, 17, and 18 in order to finish. Couples enjoyed the 88th Masters despite his health problems, and he shed light on the playing conditions following the passing of thunderstorms. "I get to go home and watch some good golf in some tough conditions," Couples continued. "There's a lot of brutality. The verdant grass is quickly becoming hard. It's looking fantastic. You simply need to make some solid shots. It's that simple. When the scores are this high, it baffles me. Despite the pervasive wind, the verdant foliage is picture perfect." After his embarrassing performance at the Masters 2024, is it the end for this legend? According to Fred, "Oh, absolutely not. I intend to stay healthy, make the cut, and inform Fred Ridley, chairman of Augusta National, that I will also be returning next year." This was downright disgusting. "I debated quitting yesterday on multiple occasions. Nevertheless, I figured I could lend a hand to my teammates, Adam Hadwin and amateur Stuart Hagestad, even though they were out driving me by 50 yards due to the wind." Couples blamed his chronic back pain for missing his last 2 scheduled PGA Tour Champions events, the Hogue Classic in Newport Beach and the Gallery Classic. He mentioned that he was frightened to hit an iron because it could sink into the grass and cause a surge of pain throughout his body. He was in so much discomfort this week. "No, I'm hurt all over," he exclaimed. "A longer club makes me feel better. My speed was non-existent. Although I was traveling 260, most of them were driving in a straight line. I enjoyed it. It was a huge challenge. Honestly, I think I could have shot 75 yesterday if I'd had more woods, but I was unsure and tried to downplay how terrible I felt. To hit 140 yards, I should have had 11 wood," he concluded. "Even an 8-iron was out of my reach. I was unable to swing. Nevertheless, I found it enjoyable. Thanks to this, I can go home and enjoy some excellent golf despite the challenging weather." The legend vowed to break the Masters record next year. His story reminds us that even the greatest champions face battles behind closed doors. His ability to rise above personal and physical challenges has cemented his place as one of golf's most revered figures. Fred Couples' success is not just about the titles and trophies, it's about the courage to keep going, no matter the odds. We hope you like this video. If you want more of these contents, be sure to subscribe to be ahead of the latest in golf.